what time it is? I'm just playing. You guys know what time is it. It's Josh with Deprived Productions, and today we're kicking off our particle systems tutorial series with the Unreal Engine 4. We're going to make some effects, guys. I got this big lava pool, so we need some little lava particles, little dust, little lava sparklage kind of sparkling around, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use what's called Cascade, which is a system inside of Unreal Engine 4 to make particle systems or particle effects, and that's what we're going to do today. Because this lava's hot, but we want it to be even hotter because we get hot. You know what I mean? A little hot. But this is my lava. I'm working on a little material here. I'll show it to you guys later. But let's get started. But check it out. Before we can create a particle system, we need a material. So right click, material. I'm going to name it particle the best I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to double click on this particle, and I'm going to bring it over to my second window, and let's get started. So we need it to be translucent. I'm going to tell you that right now. It needs to be unlit too. You know what I'm talking about? No light needs to affect it. So check it out. Right click and type in particle, and you'll see particle color. Let's click on that. Get it in here, okay? And the other node we're going to need is a radial. I'll spell it radial gradient exponential. So boom, we got both of the things we need, and all we need to do is hold the letter M and multiply these two bad babies together and plug it into emissive color. Now go ahead and change this to the plane so we can see what we're doing here. Okay, I'm going to show you why. Emissive color. We got the dot. You know what I'm talking about? Hold the number 1 right here and plug it into density because I'm picky and set it to the number 1. So the dot kind of looks like that. And then we're also going to plug this into opacity and we're done. Because we got a dot. We got a white dot, but we're going to be able to change the color because we plugged the particle color node into this. You know what I'm saying? So when we get into Cascade, it'll realize that this material has this and it'll go, oh, cool. You can change it to yellow and green and blue and purple and whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So save it. We're done. Okay, we got our little dot and we're back. So let's bring this thing to life. You know what I'm talking about? We got our particle, so let's right-click and go to Particle System. Boom, right there, son, right under Material. You see it? Don't be afraid of it. Click on it. I'm just going to name it Lava _ Sun. Because I ain't scared, son. Don't be scared. Double-click. Boom, we're in there. Now, real quick, this is probably scaring you. You're like, why? Why is there so much stuff? I don't know how. It's so easy, guys. Just watch. Don't even worry about this. See this? See, you can zoom around here. No, be careful. You might get lost. You might get a little lost. I ain't gonna lie. So there's your particle system. That's all it's doing right now with these set of nodes. A lifetime, an initial size, an initial velocity, and a color over life. We're going to affect these. But first things first, I want you to click right up here at the top. Right-click in this blank box and go to Type Data and change it to GPU Sprites, okay? So now it's going to be using the GPU to grab all these materials because we're going to need all kind of them. So required, see required? Go right here. I want you to type in that word particle because it's asking us for a material. And we made one called particle, didn't we? Huh? It's going to load that material up now. Yeah, it might take a second. So kind of, oh, the dots. See the dots? You know what I'm talking about? We got them right there. But the thing is, it's spawning 20 of them. Leave that the way it is for now. Actually, let's get wild with it. Never mind. Change it to 1,000 because I'm just not scared. That is what is happening. I don't know. But I'll tell you what. We need this to be over a bigger vector, a bigger location, a bigger area. So I want you to, don't worry about any of this stuff right now, okay? Right-click down here and go down to location. And you'll see initial location. Boom, okay? So what's happening, if I click on this, the details will change to whatever node I'm on. So go to initial location. You got the min and the max here under distribution. If it's not dropped down, drop it down. Check it out. Watch what I do here. Change this to 2,000. This to 2,000. Nope. Get that 3 out of there. You ain't no 3 in there. 2,000. 0. And then negative 2,000. Negative 2,000 and 0. Whoa. What's happening there? But check this out. Look at one problem. If I look to the left and right, it disappears a little bit. This is a simple trick. You see bounds here? Click down, set fixed bounds, and then restart the level and restart the sim, and boom, she works. We got a big old vector field full of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? A couple more changes real quick. Change the lifetime instead of 1 to 1 to 3 to 5. So that's how many seconds it's going to last. So now it's got a little life. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and save it. We'll go right here and we'll drag our particle system into our world. Let's put it right here. You see that big old line through my material? Sorry, guys. I'm still learning. I'm trying to make a cool custom lava. All right, it says not click on that. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, look at her. Look at her doing her thing. And we'll even make sure she's under the lava just a hair. You know what I'm saying? And it is. But yeah, look at that. Little white particle stuff falling out of my lava. Doesn't look right at all, but it will when we're done. But you see what I did in like 5 seconds? We got all kind of dots just popping around. Let's go back in there though. Let's oh, wrong one. This one right here. Let's go back in there and keep working, okay? So there we go. We got a few things. Now there's a couple other things I want to do. The initial size is 25, all 25s. I'm gonna set them all down to 12. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little smaller. little old dots, little cute dots. The initial velocity it's just the way it's moving on different, it's going up mainly, as you can tell, and negative 10, 10 on the left and right, and forward and backward and stuff like that. But we're going to go to color over life. We're going to make some changes, okay? You may have to go down to your curve and open these up here. You'll see the first point is set to 111 and the second point is set to 111. Well, check this out. Set this to 50. Up, not 20. Not 20. Set it to 50 and then 10 and then 1. Look at the color. Changing. Set these ones down here. Check this out. To 0.1, 0, and 0. Okay, whoa. So what's going on is it's going to fade from that color to this color. But check this out. The end value, set it to 0.0001. Okay? I know that sounds crazy. You're like, why are we doing that? Don't worry. It's my thing. I dig it. All right, now what we do is we got a giant vector field full of nonsense going on now. We can look up here and it's like, whoa, guys, don't be scared. Don't worry. We're just getting started. Now, there's a couple other things we got to do, because what I want to do is we can save it. You know what I'm saying? We can go back out here now and look at it. Oh, what? Look at it up against the wall, like all floating around a little. We got some lava particles. I mean, there might be too many. I ain't gonna lie. Probably way too many. But it looks pretty, don't it? Go back in here. We need to make it look a little bit better. So I want you to right-click down here and go to Orbit. Okay? Boom. Now, it's going to start making these things go crazy. We got to calm it down a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? It's got its settings right here in the distribution. Check what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go 15, 15, 0, and then negative 15, and 0. So now they got a little bit of a sway to them. You know what I'm talking about? And they're fading off. As you get a little higher, you can see them kind of fade. You know what I'm talking about? It pretty much the collar over life, it fades from this collar to that collar over however many seconds the lifetime is, right? You see what's going on? You see what I did there? So now if we went back in, we could see the sway. But man, I'm gonna tell you one more thing we could do to it. And don't get me wrong, we can go back and see what it looks like. And it's got that sway. It's got a little sway, little nonsense going on there. You know what I'm talking about? But we could make it just a little bit prettier. So check this out. Just for fun, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click and create a new particle system emitter. So I've got another one here. Now I got to go ahead and change this the same way to GPU sprites. Okay, but check this out, and I'll change the required as well to particle. So if I type in particle and scroll down to the bottom for myself, I've got particle there. But you know what I'm gonna do? And at spawn, I'm gonna set this to 3,000. I'm not gonna lie to you. 3,000. That's what's going on there. Now I'm gonna keep the initial velocity the same, okay? But I'm gonna set the time or the lifetime to the same. It's gonna be, what was it? 5 was the max and 3 was the min. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna overlay these with a certain type of, now you could do different sizes, but what I'm doing is I'm making a second one that has all kind of different sizes. You can see it all chilling in there. It's like, bruh, I don't know what's going on, guy. Set these all to 6, half the size as the other one. And you're probably thinking, well, why don't you just set the min to 6 and the max to 12 on the other one? Because I want to be a lot more of the little ones than there are of the big ones. So go to spawn, see how it's set to 3,000 and I have the other one set to 1,000? So there's a lot more of these. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, we need this initial location. I'll hold Alt, drag it over. Boom. I need this orbit. Hold the orbit, drag it over. Boom. Look at all these little white dots now. We need to change this collar over life. We're going to do something very similar. All right, so go in here, go to the end value, what was it? 0.00001. Yeah, because you can't be scared. Make sure that's the same thing, all kind of zeros, or 0.00001. So I think this one's only set to 0.00001. There's so many zeros, guys. Now go to color over life. Now this one on here was the other one was 50, 10, and 1. This one is going to be 51 and 1. Okay, you see what's going on there? A little different, but still this one's going to be the same thing. 0.10 and 0. So now what I've got is I've got big old orange dots and then a whole bunch of little red dots. And then if I make sure I go ahead and go to the bounds again and set the fixed bounds just in case there's any issues, restart the level, restart the simulation, and go back, and boom, now we've got all kind of different dots, and they kind of fade a little differently, you know what I'm talking about? So we can just be kind of looking at our lava now, and it's like, what? All kind of little dots, all kind of little particle sparks. Now the thing is, you could make this look a lot more realistic and a lot easier on resources, but what I wanted to show you in just a few minutes is that you could create something freaking cool looking like this without even trying. You made a tiny little particle here, boom. We literally plugged in 3-4 nodes and made this little dot, took the dot, brought it over here into the particle system and was like, hey, make all kind of dots over this area with this collar and orbit in this direction, and voila, look what we got. Guys, super simple, and I hope This kind of taught you a small amount of stuff about the particle systems or cascade in Unreal Engine 4, because like I said, this is the first tutorial. We're just getting started with this series, and there is all kinds of awesome stuff you can do. You can do lightning, you can do beam style emitters, you can do blasts and explosions and fire and like all kinds of stuff. And believe me, we will over time be covering it all. But until then, enjoy flying through your particle, lava, dust, sparky, red and yellow, orange, and all kind of different college stuff. And hey, appreciate you guys for watching. Like always, man. Hey, do me a favor. Subscribe to that channel, Deprived Productions. Hit us up. Check out some more of these tutorials. Go like the Facebook page, Deprived Productions. Josh here again. I love you guys. Miss you guys. Hope you learned a little something. And if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. Thanks for checking out the beginning of our particle systems tutorial series with the Unreal Engine 4. Like I said, more to come. Feel free to check out the other series if you haven't. And if anything, check out the music we've got on the YouTube channel. Some of it's free. We got some covers. We got some originals. Knock it out, man. More stuff coming. Tutorials, music, prototypes, all that stuff. Thanks for watching again, guys. I will see you soon. Peace.